welcome to Let's Talk Spoop. I'm your host, Don, and today we are talking about Darkness Reigns. Darkness Reigns is a free-to-watch movie on Amazon Prime, if you obviously pay for Prime. So, this movie stars Casper Van Dien, who you would know from such amazing movies as Starship Troopers and Starship Troopers 3, as well as Sleepy Hollow. And when I say starring Casper Van Dien, I mean he's in the movie. But unlike Scream, where it stars Drew Barrymore, and Drew Barrymore is in it for the first 5 minutes, this movie actually has Casper Van Dien in it a few times. He's just not the main character or the star. He's a supporting character. And he plays himself, so I don't know that that really counts. Anyway, so as per usual on Let's Talk Spoop, we break things down into 6 categories. Our 6 categories are acting, story, music, atmosphere, look, and creepiness/jumpiness. So, starting with the acting. There is absolutely nothing special about the acting in this movie. Some of the characters are good, some of the characters are average. There is one character who is ridiculously melodramatic, just very over the top, but in his defense, he's supposed to be a psychic, so it kind of goes with the territory. So no complaining there. 3 out of 5 on the acting. Story. So this movie is a found footage film, sort of, about a haunted movie set, which is not an actual movie set. It's a haunted hotel that they're filming the movie in. This movie is fictionally called Definitus Soul, which apparently means like desolate or desecrated soul. I don't know, I don't speak Latin. Anyway, when I say it's sort of a found footage film, it's that it is footage in a film that was filmed by the main character, but the movie opens up with him like doing an intro in front of a audience for the movie, and that part is not found footage. And obviously, the footage isn't found because he had it with him and gives it to them at the end, right? But he took this footage from the events that you watch in the movie, made it into a movie, and then sold it. So that's your story. That part of the story kind of redeems the genericness of it. So I gave it a 3 out of 5 for story. Music, nothing to write home about. It wasn't especially creepy, but it wasn't like listening to the Spanish Flea when a demon shows up. So 3 out of 5 for the music. The atmosphere, it was believable. It was this creepy hotel. There's nothing super like creepy about it, but there's also nothing, it didn't look like a, Holiday Inn Express or something. It was a creepy hotel. There's a scene where the walls are running with blood, which was a pretty well done scene. So for atmosphere, I give it a 3 out of 5. The look. So the look I enjoyed, but at the same time didn't. There's a couple of scenes, like I said, he's videotaping things as they're unfolding. So there's a couple scenes where the camera starts to glitch out, which really helps to set kind of the mood. The location, as I said earlier, looks real, but there's a scene in it where a character gets disemboweled, and the blood just looks so fake. And there's a couple other things throughout the movie that just look very fake. So you have to combine the two together. And there's random parts where they just shift to night vision with the camera, which I didn't really enjoy much. So I gave it 3 out of 5 because the parts that I liked about it, I really liked. The parts that I didn't like, it's okay. Finally, we get to the creepiness. So this is the part where this movie falls apart, in my opinion. The spoop starts early, like very early in the movie, very sudden. It gets go from we're filming a movie to poop, things are going down, right? That was cool, but then because that happened so suddenly, you had very little character buildup and very little like anything else really with the characters. There's a token medium, which, like I said before, he's very over the top. There are some really good, gross and creepy visuals. And then at the same time, there's the ones that are just so messed up and like fake looking that it just detracts. And there's a demon that shows up in the movie, and he looks silly. Just not quite as silly as the red-faced demon in Sinister. Correction, not Sinister. Insidious. But he looks silly. So I had to mark it down for creepiness. I gave it a 2 out of 5 for a grand total of 2.8 out of 5 skulls for spoopiness. As I said, I am your host, Don, and I hope you enjoyed Let's Talk Spoop. If you have any recommendations, feel free to comment them.